Hey everyone, today we're going to be eating at El Cielo. This is a one-star Colombian Michelin Star Restaurant in DC. This restaurant is located near Union Market, very nice aesthetic, and we can jump right in. This is the interior of the restaurant. It's very nice. I'm sitting at a table alone, and to start off, they gave me a warm towel to just kind of clean my hands. This cool little like alligator type thing. And then yeah, they have the menu along with my name right there. So we can always check out the bathroom. The bathroom is very nice. I do remember they have a very nice candle, so it smells really nice. The napkins are nice, but yeah, I just always like to see what the restroom is like. So there's me. Hi. So we can jump right into the food. The first one's an aguardiente with passion fruit toddy. This is practically coffee with a very fruity, warm fruit, thick, spicy juice. It was really nice. It was a very good way to kind of start off the meal. Next comes up is a Truffle Buell. This is actually probably my favorite dish of the night. This is a very thick, creamy, cheesy bite. It kind of explodes in your mouth. That's like with the flour coating that you see right there. It's like activated charcoal, and it just like explodes in your mouth with a bunch of cheese and truffle flavor. I'd like to say it's kind of similar to like a mac and cheese truffle bite. It's very nice, soft texture, and probably my actually favorite dish of the night. Very, very good. Highly recommend getting that one as part of the tasting menu. Next comes up is just the cutlery. I always thought the cutlery looks really nice, kind of like the whole like wooden fake aesthetic. But yeah. Next comes up is a tapioca and chon. That's right there. You can see the tapioca and cheese like piece right there, and then on top is chon is kind of like a fruit. This one is really, really good. I gotta say though that the tapioca and fruit go well together because one's kind of savory, the other one's sweet, and the fruit is like nice. The little bite that you see there is a bit bland. All right, so now I want to guess what you guys like think what that is. It looks like tuna, but it's actually fake tuna. That's watermelon. They just cooked the watermelon a very different type of texture that just looks really good. So this one is kind of like watermelon, peanut, and a yuzu. So you can kind of see right there. Those two fishes that are hanging is actually kind of puris, or they're kind of like fried dough, fried chickpea flour. So they have some sesame sauce right there, some quinoa, and then some ponzu sauce. The ponzu on its own is a little bit sour, bitter. Don't really enjoy that one, but all together it goes really well. It has a very savory, nutty flavor, and then you kind of put it on top of the little fish, and you can make it. So yeah, we can first eat this one. It's like a single bite. It tastes really good. A little bit chewy, a little bit hard to eat, especially after eating a really good buñuelo, but it was still really fun to eat. This is kind of how you make the little like you kind of layer all the flavors. You have the sesame, you have the quinoa, you put the little like fake tuna or like the watermelon on top. This dish was very good. It was savory, sweet. I really enjoyed this one. Also, just very fun presentation and very fun aesthetic. So, very, very good dish. Next comes up is just a little mango sorbet with a little bit of Colombian chocolate on top. Just a nice palate cleanser, very refreshing. I enjoyed this one a lot. So just, I also have a thing for mangoes, so I really did enjoy this one. Now I think I go towards finishing the next one because this one was a little bit heavy. They do give a lot, but I really did enjoy eating the mango. You can kind of see me playing with the fish a little bit. Next comes up with just a mango mocktail, just mango juice. Very good. They give it in a glass straw. If you guys go there, please ask for this. It's off the menu. Next comes up is the mushroom dumpling. This one is practically like a mushroom empanada. It just is so beautiful the way that they actually curled it together. It reminds me of an Indian dish called gunjia. Gunjia is like a sweet dumpling, but this one is like a mushroom empanada. Very good, and some lime foam on top. Really, really good. Normally this one has meat, but because I'm vegetarian, they made a vegetarian for me. Next comes up is a carmenello. This one is practically the outside is tapioca flour, and inside has a bunch of cheese. And on top, when I actually picked it up, it was heavy, and if you like smell it, it smells spicy. So it has guacamole and some creme on top, and then inside you can kind of see all the different cream cheese inside. It's very good. Probably one of my favorite dishes of the night. I think I really like cheese dishes. Next comes up is Choco Therapy. You can see me washing my hand right there in the restaurant. They kind of pour chocolate onto your hands, and then you're actually encouraged to lick it because it's white chocolate. And then you have coffee and sugar that they use to kind of exfoliate your hands. That one is a very, very fun dish. Next comes up is a corn dish. So that's some caramelized butter. That what you see right there on the left is cilantro salsa and some tomato salsa. And then what you'll be seeing next is they bring out kind of like a bunch of corn and carrot patties. These are really good. They're very savory and spicy, especially when you eat them with the salsas. Just a very refreshing kind of savory thick dish. This one was a little bit heavy though. They did give me 5 of these. I probably want only 3. They tasted really good, and you kind of see me taking some of the butter in a second and like layering it on top with the different salsas. But when you eat a lot of them, they get a little bit heavy. So this dish, while it's good, it was still a bit heavy. I did enjoy it though. You can kind of see just kind of showing you the size of it and how big it is. So the next dish, the next corn dish, is actually corn soup with some nitro popcorn on the top. So it's cold, the soup is warm, and they actually have another corn patty inside. This dish was very good. I think I almost wanted to lick it clean when I was eating the corn soup. Very, very good, tasty. It reminded me of like a sweet corn soup. If you guys ever go to a taqueria and instead of getting the flour tortilla, you get the corn tortilla and it was like sweet corn, that's what this corn tasted like, this corn soup. So this is just all the corn dishes that they had. Highly recommend all of these. They were very nice. They are a bit heavy. I just want to show you kind of like the grill marks and what the inside of the corn patty actually kind of looked like. But yeah, this one was a bit heavy and led to, then we can, yeah, move on. Next comes up, I just want to show you the cutlery again. You kind of see how cold it is when they bring it out, that it's actually like adjusting to room temperature. And the reason they did this is because of what's coming out next, which is a mango ceviche. So what you can see right here is there's some sour foam on top and some spicy guac with some quinoa. This dish was really good. The broth on the bottom was a sweet and sour broth, and the ceviche inside has mangoes and peppers. This one reminded me of, if you guys have nachos ever, but like refreshing nachos where you actually put some fruit and peppers on top with cheese. That's what this one kind of tasted like with all the flavors together. It was really good, and I did enjoy the guacamole a lot here. So next comes up is a Okas corn and lemongrass dish. This one has carrots and sweet potatoes right there. The crackers that you see right there are actually made from seaweed. It was a very beautiful presentation with the carrots and the sweet potatoes, and the dish actually tasted really good. They have like 3 different salsas that you'll see when I just turn the plate around. It's like this dish kind of reminds me of what you want to eat on like a nice rainy day outside. It's like comfort food, in my opinion. It was very heavy, very deep flavors. Really enjoyed this dish a lot. By this point, though, I was getting a little bit full, so I was kind of hoping that the dishes would kind of like err on like getting less heavy, or hopefully moving to the dessert soon. But this one was a very good dish. I enjoyed it. Next comes up was a eggplant, artichoke, and rice fennel onion sauce. This one is very savory. The artichokes that you can see right there, they were fried really well, so the textures are really nice, and the rice on the bottom had a good flavor, and so was the onion sauce. Though the eggplant that was in the middle, in my opinion, was a little bit undercooked, and when eggplant is undercooked, it's very chewy and hard to eat. So I didn't fully enjoy the eggplant that's kind of like hidden underneath, right up, layered on top of the rice. But the dish overall, it was good. I was getting kind of full by this point, though. So next comes up is a Matake, sunchoke, and bok choy. So the sunchoke's on the left, and you can see the bok choy on the right and stuff. So that the one on the left was very fresh, refreshing. The one in the middle is just the mushroom placed on top of a mashed potato type foam. At least that's what it tasted like. And then you have some red onion sauce, and then the last vegetable on the right. This dish was not a favorite of mine. The one on the left was really good. It was refreshing, but everything else was either bland or I didn't enjoy the flavor. So this dish was probably not the best for me. I didn't fully enjoy this one. But we can always move on, and I think what's coming up is probably my favorite part of the meal, the desserts. So the first dessert is actually their fall cone that you're about to see. This fall cone was amazing. You can kind of see the beautiful leaf on top with the so the sorbet that they put in the middle, because it's fall, they made a pumpkin sorbet and it was terrific. And the cone has actually pistachio crumble on the outside, so the flavors all worked amazingly. And you see that little leaf on the top. If you're trying to guess what it's actually made from, it looks like a leaf. It's actually made from raspberries, and that's amazing. That leaf is made from raspberries. It was just so good. The entire dish was amazing. One of my favorite things that I ate that night. Just a very fun dessert. Really, really good overall. So the next thing that comes up was the Chala. This is practically a traditional Colombian dessert. It has a bunch of different fruits inside, jellies, and right there on top you see the QR code. If you scan it, it actually brings you to how they actually make these dishes in Colombia, and you can actually eat that. It's made from rice paper, so that was kind of fun. But the cholao is just a bunch of different fruits: mango, passion fruit, orange, and then they have some jellies right there. It was very refreshing. It kind of reminded me of Dippin' Dots, but it's not actually made from ice cream. It's just a good dish. So I enjoyed that one. It was cold. I was just kind of poking at it. It was fun. It was a fun dish. Very refreshing. And actually I have some cream on top. So you'll see I kind of like remove some, or actually eat some of it just to show you what the cream looks like on the bottom. This dish, very good, very refreshing. Great meal. one of the nice things that they kind of ended up. So this was actually kind of the final meal, final dessert that you'll be seeing. They brought us some coffee and some tarts and dessert. You can kind of see this nice presentation that they had of kind of like a golden boat. That was kind of fun. This one was really good. They actually are gonna. I'll go over how they actually make this coffee using a Japanese technique, which is really cool. But yeah, this is just the presentation of their final coffee dish. On the left is a cream puff, and on the right was a guava amaretto tart. And the one on the right was a little bit sour, but it was still good. And then the left one with the cream puff was very good. And then yeah, that's just the coffee of Colombia because that's what Colombia is known for, coffee. So yeah, as you can see, they turn the coffee pot on. They make it fresh for you at the table. Very refreshing. They don't actually serve it with any sugar or milk. It's just raw coffee, and you don't even need to. It tastes very smooth, very good. So you pour the coffee on top, and in the middle it's like a two-way valve filter. It reminds me of chemistry class, if any of you guys took that in college. And what they actually do is the water, when it gets boiled, actually gets filtered and pushed up through, and then it gets cooked. And then when the coffee actually ends up becoming like done, when they turn the heat off, the suction and actually pulls the coffee back down. So all the water that you see there on the bottom is actually going to end up going up through the filter when it gets heated up, and then cooked with the coffee and everything, and it actually gets pulled down. So it was a very good dish. The coffee is amazing, and then both of the tarts are really good. So yeah, that's kind of, you can just see it and how it's working and stuff. So as the coffee is cooking, I can kind of just give you my thoughts about the restaurant as a whole. It was a really nice experience. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did get a little bit full, so if you guys do go here, make sure you guys just eat all, like, go there an empty stomach. You can kind of see their very beautiful aesthetic right there. They kind of just like pour some liquid nitrogen and then a little bit of flow over your table as you're drinking the coffee and the desserts. They're very accommodating of any allergies. Or if it's vegetarian, don't eat egg, and they kind of accommodated that. And yeah, I really enjoyed this restaurant. Very nice take on. I've never had Colombian food before, so it was a very nice experience. And yeah, I really did enjoy it. I'd highly recommend you guys to go here. It's in Union Market in DC. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.